My name is Jovel Castoro, and today I'm going to be reading Jabari Jumps by Gia Cornwall. Now, when you look at the cover of this book, what do you think this book is going to be about? It's probably going to be about a little boy, right? And it looks like he's on a diving board, like he's going to get ready to jump off of something and into something. Like what? Like a pool, right? So let's find out what this story is going to be about. Jabari Jumps. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really, said his dad. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, Jabari said, so I'm not scared at all. Jabari watched all the other kids climb the long ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. They then stood on the edge, spread their arms, and bent their knees. They sprang up, 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 and then dove down, down, down. Splash! That looks easy, Jabari said. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder and he looked up. You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him in line. I think I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do, he told another kid. Jabari thought and thought. So it looks like Jabari's in line right here, right? He's in line to get onto the diving board. And who remembers what he was telling the other kids that were in front of him? Yeah, he was saying that they could go before him and that he needs to think about what kind of special jump he's going to do, right? But why do you think Jabari was doing that? Right, he was probably a little nervous, a little scared about jumping off of the board. So he was letting the other kids go before him to save some time. Jabari started to climb, up and up. This ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari. Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said Dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching is very important, his dad said. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. And they looked at the high diving board together. So, Jabari said that he forgot to do his stretches and that maybe tomorrow was a better day to go jumping off the board. Why do you think he's doing that? Yes, I think that he might be still a little nervous to jump off this very, very high diving board. So he says that he needs to do his stretches and maybe he'll do it tomorrow because he's getting scared because it's very, very high. So his dad chose to have a little talk with him. It's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes I feel a little scared. And I take a deep breath and I tell myself that I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and starts to feel like a little surprise. Jabari loved surprises. Jabari took a deep breath and felt his body fill up from air. Right from his hair all the way down to the tips of his toes. Jabari looked up and he began to climb. Up and up and up and up until he got to the top. Jabari stood up straight. He walked all the way to the end of the diving board. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he's going to jump off? Let's see. His toes curled around the edge. Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he wasn't ready. I love surprises, he whispered. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. And then he sprang up off of the board, flying through the air, and splash! Jabari hit the water. And he went down, 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 deep into the water and popped back up to the surface for some air. "Jabari, you did it," said his dad. "I did it," said Jabari. "I'm a great jumper. And you know what?" "What?" said his dad. Surprise double backflip is next. The end. Can somebody tell me what this story was about? Yes, this story was about a little boy who was afraid to face his fears and was afraid to take that leap of faith and jump and go for it. But did he end up doing it? Yes. So this book is a good book for kindergarten, first grade, maybe even second grade, mainly first. It is actually on the Sunshine State list for K through second. And I believe that it's a great book for that age group because of the message. The message is about being afraid of doing something and being afraid to take the leap of faith. And it really ties that message into something that younger minds are able to understand, like jumping off of a high diving board. But they can relate that to any situation. Maybe they're afraid to try out for the soccer team. Maybe they're afraid to get up and talk in front of their class. Anything that they're afraid to do. And this book is kind of relating that to a situation that a child might have. And I think it's a great message for kids that it's okay to be scared. And sometimes you might doubt yourself. But once you take that leap of faith and do something that you're afraid to do, it ends up not being that bad. So I think for first grade or kindergarten, this is a wonderful story.